Hey, what's going on everyone? So I wanted to do this video a couple of weeks ago, but I didn't have the resources to do so, but now I finally do. So without further ado, let's break down BuzzFeed's 27 questions black people have for black people.
Why is it so hard to be on time? Like, why does 5 to 10 always become 20 to 30?
Niggas be late sometimes.
If my dab is on fleek, am I lit?
God, I hate all that stuff, all that new lingo mumble jumble. Like, what happened to just like rad, cool, badass, tight? You know, all that good 90s stuff. I'm a 90s kid, so that shit always stuck with me. And it seems like all these millennials end up like, anything that comes out, they gravitate towards it, and then they throw it away, and then that's it. Or, I mean, yeah, fleek, lit, and all this shit, all these new terms, they're gonna be gone in about a year or two, and then that's it. So, I wouldn't even say it's just a black thing, it's just a stupid fucking young generation thing.
Why is it a problem if I like anime?
Since when has it been a problem for black people to like anime? That's actually something that I've never heard of before, because I'm a pretty big fan of anime. Just, well, I would say moderate. Like, I like a lot of the shows, but I'm not crazy. I'm nowhere near like a weeboo or something like that. But, hey, man, I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Why do black people look at your shoes before they greet you?
Never been a fan of that obsession with shoes, you know, never got it. Or I was always the kid that just got regular shoes, you know, Vans or whatever that was about 20 bucks or something like that. I think my best, most favorite pair of shoes were the BKs, the British Knights, when I was a kid.
Stop! British Knights time! You can't touch this. Fresh new kicks and pants. You gotta like.
Other than that, never gave a shit. I mean, dude, look at my fucking shoes right now. $20, just fucked up. I've had them for a few years. They still work. I mean, fuck that. So, yeah, you know, you can keep the Jordans and everything like that. Never understood that. I think that's a little bit ridiculous. So, yeah, I get it.
Why are we more likely to engage in the new dance trend than we are to get involved in politics or opening a business?
That's real talk right there, because I don't know very many black people that are interested in politics. I mean, I don't know very many black people in my area anyways, but even so, just like a lot of the ones, the politics that they get into is more of just the African-American culture or some shit like that, but not about the politics of our surroundings. They never want to talk about like California or anything like that. Let's talk about how the governing is going there. They never want to talk about anything as a whole. They don't want to talk about our branches. They don't want to talk about how fucked up things are. You know, 9% to 11% approval rating for our Congress, some shit like that. Like, or I'm like, hey, let's discuss this, and it's like, nah. Dabbing's chill though. I mean, I don't even know. I don't even know how to fucking dab, you know, so don't even ask.
How did watermelon become our thing? Like, everybody should love watermelon.
I'm one of those rare birds that don't like watermelon.
Why do you get upset when I don't like a black celebrity?
I don't get upset at that shit, and I don't know anybody that does. I don't know any black cats where I'm like, yo, fuck Will Smith, and then they'd be like, oh, how dare you? I've never heard of that before.
Race aside, some people are just terrible.
Why do we call each other the N-word, but get vehemently upset when a white person uses the N-word?
It drains my soul to hear the word, and I just don't understand how people who have any understanding of history can use that word.
Personally, the N-word, nigger doesn't really bother me, cause it's just a word. That's like pretty much in a nutshell. And I mean, I really don't care if people use it as a term of endearment or if they're using it derogatory. Like, personally, me, I don't give a shit either way. It's like, you can call me anything, just don't put your hands on me. And the thing is, I mean, you can try to use it as a term of endearment to me, but I may not respond. But in the same way, like, say, if you were to try to call me something else other than my actual name, I probably wouldn't respond either, because I'm like, I don't, whatever, it's not me.
Why is my natural hair, the hair that grows out of my head, seen as a political statement?
Because here in the United States and a lot of Western countries, black women don't rock their hair naturally. So whenever you see it like that, it's rare, and it's usually there is a lot of women that are making a political statement, or they're like black nationalists or whatever, and that's why.
Why do we think people with light skin look better than people with dark skin?
I just think that has something to do with the location, where a lot of people in the United States, a lot of black people in the United States, they don't have extremely dark skin, so it's more of a rare thing, and sometimes a lot of people don't find super rare things very attractive. It's different to them, you know, they're not used to it. Now, you go somewhere else, you go to Africa, where there's a lot of concentrated places where there's just a lot of people have dark skins. It's not really about the skin anymore, it's just about the actual attributes, the features.
Do you really believe that black is beautiful?
Or is that just something you say because it sounds cool?
I'm pretty sure anyone that says black is beautiful probably means it, because they're probably referring to themselves and they think that they're beautiful, which is, you know, understandable. Hey, if you like yourself, cool. You know, why not? But I don't think it's just no one's saying it just because it sounds cool. That's fucking stupid. I mean, black is beautiful. What does that do?
Why do some black people say that you're pretty for a dark-skinned girl?
When that is said to me, it still makes me feel like the ugliest little black thing.
Well, first of all, Miss Fro, you're not very dark. You know, you and I probably have the same type of skin complexion. Maybe I'm a teeny bit lighter, but as far as like darkness goes, I don't consider you dark at all. So I don't know what the hell you're talking about. And but I do understand how that could make you feel a little uneasy where somebody's saying something like that. You're like, well, that's kind of fucked up.
Why do some black men only date white women?
Because it's their preference.
Why is it okay for black men to date white women, but not okay for a black woman to date outside her race?
Either or is completely okay, and if anybody says otherwise, just tell them to fuck off.
Why do you protest Black Lives Matter?
And then tear each other down in the next breath.
Holy shit, I can relate with that so much. Fucking black people protesting a lot. Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. There was a dude that told me I need to uplift black people, and then in his next breath, he calls me a coon.
Why do we say that we don't want to be seen as a monolith, but then try to take people's black cards away for not liking something that's supposedly black?
That's just stupid people being stupid. Next.
Why are we so quick to support a non-black owned business, but then hesitate when it's a black owned business?
I've never actually come across that, so I don't know exactly what she's talking about. I would love for somebody to give me an example of, you know, like say if there's any black people that are like, ooh, I don't know about this black owned business, you know, they're kind of black. I've never really ran into that.
I mean, is there a cutoff time for this whole homophobia thing in the black community? Because I'm really looking forward to that.
Hell no, there's no cutoff time. And let me tell you why. A lot of people, they keep just dancing around the fact that a lot of black people in the black community are very religious. They're just as religious as the people on the right, like a lot of conservatives. A lot of people that just talk about, you know, oh, white people are conservatives and shit like that. But so when you think about it, there's a huge like stigma, and there's a thing that it's like, hey, homosexuals, get out of here. You know, we don't like that because God says so and everything like that. And that's not gonna fade anytime soon because people still loves them some God and everything. So you know, that's unfortunate too.
Why is growing up without a father so common in our race?
Well, I think unfortunately in our community there's there isn't really an accountability. There isn't like say people you don't have peers telling you to step up and stay there. And since a lot of people run off, it's just like whatever, you know. Oh, so and so ran off, I'm gonna run off too. And you know, you also have to take in fact to a lot of the locations, like there's a lot of poverty and stuff like that. So a lot of people don't want to stick in it, and for the long haul, they'd rather just kind of cut and run. And that's the type of shit that happens when you don't have like a lot of resources and a lot of opportunity.
Why don't we like to confront our mental health issues? Therapy is such a wonderful and magical place.
Cause that shit's gay, nigga.
Why is there a checklist for being black?
I don't know, you tell me.
Why is being educated considered a white thing? Why can't I love school and also be black?
Yeah, see, that's a little fucked up, you know, so a lot of people like to call me whitewashed and shit just because of the way I sound, just because, you know, I don't have this type of slang and this type of deep southern accent or something like that. All of a sudden, it's like, it's a white thing, or that's one thing that I never understood. It's one thing that I've always kind of rolled my eyes about. I'm like, you guys are fucking stupid. If anybody tries to tell me something like that, I'm like, you're fucking dumb, dude.
Why do I have to be mixed in order to have long hair?
I don't understand that. I don't know if she means like, what, scientifically, if you're not mixed, you can't have long hair, or it's like, oh, you can't have long hair unless you're mixed. I mean, I'm assuming it's the second one, but even so, like, who the fuck's saying that? I've never heard of that. That's stupid as shit.
Why do you think well-off black people don't know what it means to be black?
Black isn't only defined by adversity.
Yeah, a lot of people in the Black Lives Matter community would beg to differ.
Why do some black people say, oh, I have Native American in my family in order to feel interesting or more valuable than other black people around them?
You know what, that's not even just a black thing. I have a Mexican friend that has like a drop of Native American blood in him, and that's so he rocks that shit like crazy. White people do the same thing. It's just anybody that has a little bit of Native American at all in their heritage, they exploit the fuck out of it, and they're like, oh, I'm oppressed and my people and I'm a savage now.
Why can't we just acknowledge that there are a bunch of different types of black people walking around, and they're all amazing and unique and special in their own way?
We within the black community are so quick to kind of tear each other down and to look towards other races in terms of their success and in terms of what they have, but never want to kind of look into the mirror ourselves.
I mean, that's some real talk. That's what I've been saying in the past few of my videos, where it's like everybody wants to kind of pass the buck around or place the blame on other people and always talk about this and that and woe is me. And then they never just stare in the mirror and be like, whoa, what the fuck am I doing wrong? What can I do to fix my situation? And that's the thing that would really help the black community, but unfortunately, it's still not fucking happening.
I love black folks, but that doesn't mean I don't have questions.
Why are we always looking for the discount? Shoot, I ain't gonna lie, I'd be looking for the discount too, though. I ain't gonna lie.
That has absolutely nothing to do with blackness. That just has to do with poorness. You look at fucking people of all colors that are just poor as shit, and they are the smartest, most savviest shoppers. They find all the coupons, they find all the discounts, they know all the ins and outs on how to get the best deals. That's just straight up. I mean, go to just work in a retail store, work at like a supermarket, like a grocery store, and then you're gonna see every single color. They're fucking pulling out all the books and everything like that, to where normally their fucking grocery list would come out to like $80, and instead it comes out to like $30-something. It's just the hustle, man. Like, when you're fucking poor, you're gonna find a way. You know, when there's a will, there's a way. So overall, I didn't hate this video, which is extremely surprising for BuzzFeed, because I almost hate every single thing that they release. Usually I want absolutely nothing to do with them, but this time it's something that I can relate to just a little bit. And it's funny because I love reading comments on like any video that I watch, and I was seeing some comments that were the same thing on my fucking video, or the people were calling them coons and whitewashed and this and that, just because they're not acting stereotypical and they're not pumping their fist in the air and they're not fucking crying woe is me and saying this is racist, every white guy is racist, every white girl, just everyone white devils and all this shit. So this was somewhat of a breath of fresh air, a little bit of ignorance and stupidity, but I mean, what do you expect though? So I'll give it a gunshot out of 10 for this video.
That's racist!